Okay. All right. Testing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Having technical difficulties. I'm doing something different. I'm actually streaming Facebook Live from my computer. My producer, Lance, he's in my headphones. So he was the one that told me you guys couldn't hear me. I really didn't see it till afterwards. I'm trying to do it Facebook Live from my computer because it's a better visual quality as well as better sound. So it's a work in progress as well. So thank you, for tuning in. Hope you guys come back. I saw my girl Ellen in the chat. I love her. She's one of the most inspiring people I know. We've known each other since we were like, what, 10? Love her. My best friend Felicia, all the way from Tallahassee. I saw her in the chat. My other best friend Crystal from Atlanta. Saw her in the chat. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are tuning in right now. I don't know what part you couldn't hear me on, but I was basically describing what Amore Lux was about. Amore stands for love, and it also is the name of my twin sister who passed away when we were 5 months. Lux is for luxury, so the site is about, the meaningful and the like lush, lavish things in life, So I always say love and live luxuriously, and I wanted to focus on confidence as the foundation. Everything else was more or less like what you get out of confidence. Positive personal relationships, positive professional relationships, great sex life, all kinds of stuff, health and wellness, all of that. And confidence is the foundation. So that was always the goal in, More Lux. And I started that back in 2014. Actually launched on my 28th birthday. Not a coincidence. That was kind of like my birthday and a rebirth, type of thing. So yeah, that's what Amore Lux is about in a nutshell. I said more earlier, but yeah, you get the gist of it. But yeah, so I said, when we came back from the technical difficulties, work in progress is where I'm at right now in my life. And the definition of work in progress, according to dictionary.com, is an unfinished project that is still being added to or developed. I like to think of myself as an unfinished product that is still being added to or developed. Not to say I'm not a complete person, not to say I'm looking for someone or something to complete me, but I feel like, I have to work on being the best version of me in all aspects of life. And this year in particular was a pivotal year for me that kind of helped me understand that I need to get to that point. I was going through a lot of stuff in my personal life. One of the things I always say, like, I feel like I had my heart broken twice. One of the first heartbreaks that I dealt with was my father's passing. The site launched in 2014, but a month before the site launched, I lost my father to complications of a stroke. And they always say, like, the type of relationship you have with your father kind of reflects the men you meet in the future. And I really didn't understand that until he passed, and I was able to see, like, I'm looking for something that my dad always had. And the thing about my father is that he was always a very intelligent, man. He could have conversations about everything, and he was just so full of life and funny and charming. But one thing also about him is that he was very selfish when it came to, like, putting his needs before anybody else's. My mom had to carry the burden and the weight of, like, finances and just making sure that we were stable. My father really didn't help much with that. And I feel like, our relationship always struggled because I saw him the way he treated my mom, not disrespectful or abusive and anything like that, but really just by his actions, not showing that he really didn't seem to care. And it's sad to say, but I've been attracted to similar guys in the past where at one point in their lives, they were selfish and they put their needs and their wants before mine, and I would always try to give, just like my mother did. And she, really, really, like, struggled with that. She was always upset and angry and bitter. And not until my father passed away did all that bitterness go away. It was replaced with sadness. But my father, passing broke her heart, but in a way, he broke mine too, because I feel like our relationship's incomplete. And we always, talk about, like I said, things on TV and history and all that kind of stuff, but we never really talked about the type of woman I wanted to be and how he had a big part in like helping me grow and develop, mentally. And, I always worried because I always wanted to make sure that he knew I loved him. We'd always argue. One of the biggest arguments we had before he went away to see my grandmother. That's when he got sick, when he was with my grandmother in Florida. An argument, and it was really bad, and we didn't talk for like a week or two. But then, we were one of those type of father daughters that would kind of just brush it under the rug and act like nothing happened. And when he was down there, he was like, Ange, do you miss me? And I'm like, yeah, I miss you, but I just want you to get your life together. Like, I want things to get better. And unfortunately, he never got a chance to make things better. And that was like my biggest regret. I hope he knows that, in spite of all that, I always loved him and I always cared about him. And that's something I'm still working on, dealing with, me being okay with that. I'm okay and I understand, that he's gone, but I have to understand, come to grips and come to peace with that, our relationship was what it was. But in spite of all that, we still loved each other very, very dearly. And that leads into the second heartbreak. My dad told me this, the guy I was seeing, and my girls know who I'm talking about. He told me, I like so and so, but he's not the one for you. And I'm just like, oh, my dad's a hater. He doesn't want to see me with anybody. He doesn't care. But he was right. Like, he saw, I guess, himself in the guy I was seeing, and I honestly wasted so much time. Not saying I have any regrets, but I wasted so much time dealing with somebody that didn't want the same things I wanted. And it took me a very long time to really come to grips with that. I was in denial with that situation. And I just really felt blah. When I first met the guy, he's almost 10 years older than me. I thought he was totally different from everybody else. He's way older than me. He seems to have his stuff together. We can build something together, but his mentality was the same. He was focused on getting money, getting his situation straight, making sure that his life was straight, and he would, fit me in somewhere as it was convenient for him. And I always talk about this, I was never a priority in his life. I was an option. Everything and everyone else would come before me. And, the tension and the irritation and my insecurities kept building. And it wasn't until the end of last year, 4 years after we met, that I was like, you know what? I've been stuck in a situationship this whole time. Seriously, this is what it's come down to. This is what's going on in my life. This is where I'm at, and it made me so upset because on Facebook, you guys can attest to this. I see girls getting married and having these relationships. I've been seeing 3-4 weddings in the past few months. And I'm just like, what? These women are getting married and having these great, big old, beautiful weddings and stuff. My girl Melanie's getting married next year. I'm a bridesmaid at her wedding. I love her relationship with her fiance. And I'm just like, where am I? Why am I stuck with this situationship that is a waste of time? And I know it's a waste of time, what's keeping me here? Nothing but the insecurity of me not wanting to have another failure, So it took 4 years for me to get it through my head that it wasn't going anywhere. And even through this year, he would try to come back and all that kind of stuff. And it never, ever got back to where it was, unfortunately, thank God. So we're done. But I kind of gave up on dating. It's been what? It'll be 10 months in October since I've been in any type of relationship, physical or otherwise. And I'm just trying to work on me. That's where the work in progress comes into. And I kind of touched on it just now, but I was talking about Facebook and comparing my life to others. I do that a lot. I'm 30 years old. I am a director at a daycare center in the town I grew up in. And, I'm, content with my life right now, but there's so much more I want to do. I feel like I was always a late bloomer. I was late when it came to dating. It took me a while to finish school. I didn't graduate till I was, 27, going on 28. And it just felt like it just took me longer than everybody else to get my life together. And I'm still working on it, still living at home, trying to, figure things out. And I would always, like I said, compare my life to Facebook. And I know that's the worst thing you can do. but I'm like really, really, really like trying not to do that because I know Facebook can be a facade. But like I'm just really, really like working on it. And like I said, I love looking at Facebook and getting motivation and inspiration, but it can be a downer too. And I'm trying to keep that tunnel vision and just focus on my goals and my dreams. But Instagram to a certain extent, but Facebook more than anything because life is detailed and in your face. And it just is very, very, very like hard. And sometimes I say I need to take a break from social media, but then I can't because my other side hustle, besides being a director, I do social media marketing. So I'm on Instagram and Facebook all the time. So it's like, I can't win, but I'm working on me. And I feel like that's what the work in progress is all about, being the best version of me. Not, so and so that I went to school with, not the girl I used to work with, being the best version of myself. And I'm trying to do that every single day, And this is what this website's for, sharing my life experiences, putting it all out there, even the most embarrassing, humiliating parts, in hopes that we can learn from it. I learn from it by sharing, hearing your experiences, and you teach me as well, and hopefully you learn something from me. So bear with me. I've been kind of inconsistent with the posting on the website and posting on here. And it was because I was feeling blah about myself, having pity parties all the time. But I told myself a month ago when I decided to go live for real, it's like, I really, really, really have to get on my grind and, stop letting my insecurities from the past and failed relationships from the past hurt me in my present. So that's what I'm doing right now. This is like the beginning. This Amore Lux Experience first, official live stream. That's like the beginning for me. So I'm like really, really, really excited. I want to talk about a couple of the things that I'm working on, and then I'm gonna go into the chat so I can talk to you guys for a little bit. First thing I'm working on, I love talking, as you can see. I want to be the internet Oprah. That's my theme. That's my thing. So Oprah had a talk show, obviously. Biggest talk show ever, is on that air for like 25 years. I watched it when I could. So I want to do the Amore Lux Experience. I want to travel around, have a discussion panel, host and moderate, more than actually like talk about things like I'm doing now. So that'll be my way of like bringing the talk show back for like the younger generation, like most talk show hosts are like 40 and up, like Wendy and Ellen and all them. I want to do it for, the younger generation, the ones under 40 that's still trying to figure out life and all the craziness that goes with it. So the Amore Lux Experience, hopefully, we'll be traveling in the tri-state area definitely, and then we'll see where it goes from there. That's one of the things I'm working on. I also want to do a self-esteem series. I work with children, and I work with like preteens. Like a lot of my girls in the after-school program, they'll be between the ages of 6 and 11. So like, I want to work with the 10, 11-year-olds, the ones that are almost near the junior high school age, and talk to them, because bullying and cyberbullying is serious, and girls always think they should look a certain way or act a certain way because this is what's hot and this is what's in. I want to talk to them and share my experiences, and also do it for the teenagers because I have a couple of tutors that work in high school. That go to high school and they work as a tutor at the aftercare program I have. And I want to, have their friends and the other people they know join into the self-esteem series too. So that's something further down the line I want to do. And one of the biggest things I was talking about, I've been talking about this forever, and I'm going to get it done. 2017, I claim it. Yes. The Women Empowerment Discussion Panel. I love panels because I love talking. I've been on a couple of them. Shout out to Lincoln, Anthony Blaze of thisisyourconscience.com, Jason Francis, Social Media Samurai, my girl, Celicia. I haven't seen her in a while. Like, I hope, she's doing good. Goddess Intellect. I was on a panel with them and it was amazing. And I want to do one now, soon, 2017, women empowerment panel where, I'm a moderator in that too, but I want to participate in the discussion because I have a lot to say. So I'm working on those things. Those are the 3 goals for 2017. And of course, doing this show right here, the Amore Lux Experience, on Facebook Live, since Facebook is where it's at, doing this monthly. So my next show will probably be around the end of October. Not sure of the topic yet, but if you guys have suggestions, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'll give you all the handles in a little bit. But yeah, I would love to hear your suggestion. Let me go in the chat. I'm trying to see what's up. I have been trying not to pay attention to the chat because it gets me distracted. But yeah, give me one sec so I can see what's up. I have so much Apple products. I mean, like I have my iPad, my phone, my Mac. I'm like in tune Apple all day, every day. Where is the chat? Okay. Not seeing the chat. Okay, here it goes. Um. Oh, I got I see Ellen, yay, preaching. Shay, what's up? Preaching. I feel you sometimes. I feel that way. Crystal, yes, focus on you. Try not to compare yourself to others. We're all on different journeys. Felicia, a lot of you guys like the video. I don't know if this, y'all tuning in and out, but I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just really, really trying to just work on myself right now. It's a lot because I'm the type of person, I'm very critical of myself. It's like I have an image of where I want to go and what I want to be, and when I don't meet those goals, it's like, ugh, what is wrong with me? But like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm better than where I used to be. The year of 2016 has been a life-changing experience type of year because I was able to let go of a situation that was detrimental to my mental well-being and my spiritual well-being. I got promoted to director at the daycare where I've been working for like 7 years. Crazy. I plan on going back to school, hopefully in like 2018 to get my MBA. So that'll be a goal I work on in the future. I have solid friendships. I haven't been the greatest friend to a lot of my friends. I've been kind of flaky. The people that, are watching this that know who I'm talking about, I apologize, but I'm working on it. 2017 will be amazing. And it's my golden year because I will be 31 on the 31st. So I'll probably do something amazing for that too. I'm just really, 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 really excited, about the things to come. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want this to work, the show. I like the Facebook thing, but if I ever have any technical difficulties, bear with me. This is kind of new, and I'm not streaming from a mobile device. I'm streaming on a different site, which is coming to Facebook. So that's why you're getting such a beautiful image of me at the same time. And, we're still working on it. Shout out to my producer that's helping me out, Lance, and the whole team. I'm really excited about this because I just love this whole thing. I love talking to you guys the way, it's so instant, and I don't have any crazy people like I used to have when I used to do Ustreams popping in the chat saying stuff off topic. This is way, way, way better. Yeah, so I want you guys to hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, obviously on here, in my chat, on my Amore Lux Facebook page as well. But on Twitter, my Twitter name is Amore_Lux. That's Twitter. Instagram is Amore_Lux. Somebody took the Amore_Lux name on Instagram. So Instagram is Amore_Lux, LUXE_ on Twitter, Instagram. Facebook, you're already on, but if you want to share the link, it's facebook.com/Angela Sheree. And yeah, those are the 3 main handles I'm on. I'm on Snapchat too, but I really can't get into it like that. I think talking about what I do day by day is boring, and I can't Snapchat when I'm around the kids because, I can't show kids' faces. So, but if you do want to follow me on there, it's Angie Lala 1986. Throwback to the old website. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. Let me see. Like I said, I'm trying to multitask. Let me see if I could check out the chat again. Give me 1 second. Can't see it. I don't know. It's not letting me see it. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Send me some topic ideas for next month's discussion. Like I said, it'll probably be towards the end of October. Working on it. I'll be posting next week will be my first post in a couple months on AmoreLux.com. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, make sure you tell your friends about this site. It's not just a site for women, even though I do talk about women's issues, but a lot of guys can learn from the things I'm sharing. Understand why we come off as crazy and, off, off our rocker at times because we got a lot going on. I know I got a lot going on in this big old head of mine. So yeah, definitely check out AmoreLux.com. That was the foundation of everything I have right now.